Welcome back to another anime review. Today we're reviewing episode 6 of Black Clover. I'm Justin,
What is up? I'm Logan.
and together we're Couch Talk. So again, as always, no spoilers down below. Logan is an anime viewer only. This time I'm saying Logan because I have read the manga, so you can't spoil it for me, but we don't want to spoil it for Logan and every other anime viewer that comes by. So what we're going to do is we're going to discuss the episode. Not much to discuss in this episode, but we're still going to do it. And then at the end, give our reviews and score. So let's just jump straight into this. Once again, another long recap. No reason. I don't have short-term memory loss, people.
Yeah.
Can we stop it with the damn recaps?
I don't mind recaps if they're just short. Like, it should have just showed, like, oh, literally the last part, him joining the Black Bulls or whatever. But I feel like this is a theme. Like, they played the little lore intro, followed by the recap, followed by the opening, and then the episode.
Yeah, I don't mind the lore intro. It's just the recaps of the last episode go on way too long. Most of the shows I think we're reviewing don't have recaps period at all, I don't think.
I don't think they do.
I get this is a shonen and they're going to have a lot of episodes, but still, knock that shit off. Anyway, so to start off, we see there at his place. This is added content, kind of original, not in the manga. He becomes a back burner character because Asta's the main character. So
right.
I think they're just trying to fill in some of that void that wasn't there. So we get him meeting Klaus, basically saying, hey, the Dawn Guard doesn't fully accept you yet.
Right.
You have to prove your point.
There's clearly going to be animosity because he's not noble. But that's to be expected. That isn't anything surprising.
But we go back to the Black Bulls, and here we see they're just a rowdy bunch.
They are very rowdy.
Causing a ruckus, which is why there's that thing where they say they measure success and how much damage they do on a mission, which was mentioned a few episodes ago. And basically you can see why that's the case. They're destroying their place, and you get all their personalities here without actually going into their names, but
yeah, we get a bunch of character introduction, which finally, I could say.
Yes, these
finally
are going to be your side characters you've been waiting for.
I've been waiting.
All of them.
And they just threw them all at once, which is fine, but
yeah, that's how you gotta introduce the full gang. They're Magic Knights, so there's not a whole lot of them at least, so it's kind of easy to figure out. We got the kind of another thing about the girl that drinks and stuff. She's kind of normal in every kind of shonen guild. You always have a heavy drinker.
Yeah, their guild is
always a woman almost. In
their guild's very similar to Fairy Tail, if you've seen that. Like there's some parallels you can see.
You got the sister con. He loves his sister. You got people who love to fight, destroy stuff. And it just kind of briefly shows you all of them. Asta's getting ignored. He's just trying to introduce himself. But, I mean, you're probably not going to be able to introduce yourself when there's a whole bunch of people just destroying shit around you. I feel like you have to wait. Captain Yami's just watching it all. He's like, I'm used to this. Until there's a certain point where he's like, alright, enough is enough. And to get them all shut up and tell them to stop breaking things, he tears down a wall. That's the kind of guy he is. He doesn't pay attention to what he's doing. Doesn't realize he's being a hypocrite in this moment. I do feel like the scene was kind of dragged out a bit too long. I don't know if you felt that way.
Yeah,
yeah, I kind of felt like they didn't need to go. They could have done briefly all of them, but then they just kind of kept on going and did like a second take at it.
Yeah, that's like they showed them introductions, and then they're like, all right, round 2 of the same introductions, but like more individually this time.
Yeah. And then after Yami gets them shut, you can see they all respect Yami a lot.
Yeah, they definitely look up to him. Like
they all stop, and like they're all saying like, "Hey, did anyone get too after me like with you? I'll kill them." One guy wants to spar with him because he knows Captain Yami is the strongest and he loves to fight, so he's always looking to spar. Girl wants to get drinks with him, all this stuff. So they respect him. They want to share, like, just share time with him, I guess, and spend as much time with him. We finally get to Asta finally being able to introduce himself to them, and we get through all their names here. So we got Vanessa, who's the drinking girl. I'm kind of washing it right here on the side so I can remember all their names. I know some of them, but of course.
We have Magna.
Gray's the big guy.
Yeah.
Yes, Magna is your fire wizard. How fitting of a name.
Exactly. We have Charmy that eats everything.
Yes.
And was there two more?
Yes. We got.
There's the fighting kid, the one that wants to fight, who I can't remember his name.
You know,
it's Luck.
I should remember. Yes, Luck.
And then the sister guy.
Yeah, you can just call him Sister Guy. You can get away with that.
I'll probably call him Sister
Guy. His
guy.
Name.
He's Gosh. Gosh.
Yes, it
Conley.
just briefly goes by whenever I try to. Yes, Gosh. So we get all of them very quickly. You'll get to know their names more better as it goes on when they all start going on like individual missions and stuff like that.
Right.
But we were just learning the guild. Gray's just the one that's he's not outspoken like the rest of them. Just big, tall,
he's
sits
very
back.
quiet. He does nothing actually.
Yeah, exactly. He's just the opposite of the rest of the guild. So to get to know Asta, Magna decides to test him to see if he's worthy of wearing the Black Bull cape or cloak or outfit, whatever word you want to use.
We'll go with
all
cloak.
of them work.
The uniform.
And to test him, they basically have him just do physical test. So he does the push-ups, the sit-ups. He headbutts a rock very hard and painfully, I must add. I don't think I could pull off headbutting a rock at full force. But Asta's crazy. He's from the boonies.
Asta is just crazy. He fits in, though.
Yes, exactly. That's why Captain Yami he felt like it was fine to pick him up, just because, well, look at the rest of the guild. They're all somewhat like Asta.
Yeah, they're all
even
Magna, loud.
They
try to match his loud voice by all being loud.
And they're not all nobles. I don't know if, like, some of them have some noble ties. But none of them are really like even Magna says he's out from the boonies as well.
Right.
So that's why he actually gets to fit in here. Any other guild, I feel like Asta would have had a rough time.
Yeah, which is, he wouldn't fit in anywhere else. Honestly, he wouldn't, which is probably why no one else picked him. But
true. The final test, though, your typical, you gotta test the magic.
Test the strength.
What people are capable of. Magna goes into this. He's basically a baseball fan in a world of no baseball.
Right. You can tell he's heavily inspired from a baseball player. Like, he makes a flame bat with a flame ball. Like, it's super obvious.
So he kind of throws the fireballs at Asta. Asta dodges them all. Then he has his one last super fireball move he can use. This is where we learn Asta has more powers than just his slice through magic.
Right.
he uses his sword to repel the fireball back at Magna, just roasting him.
Yeah, we learned that Asta sword can cut and repel magic. Which I guess if you don't have magic, that's the next best thing, is something that can beat magic.
But not only does Asta's mind not completely give up, his body never gives up either. So we got him. Mata Mata, man. He's never done.
Mata Mata! That was a little cool thing where it's like, oh, like he realized he can't stop it, but his body's like took over. And Asta's ripped. Jesus Christ. He like...
Yeah, he's tough, man. He did 5,000 push-ups, 5,000 sit-ups, and 5,000 headbutts or whatever within a matter. It's like no time at all. There's no way they'd be sitting around forever for that. How quickly do you think he did those 5,000 push-ups?
Probably pretty fast.
Like 10 minutes?
10 minutes. He's just super fast.
He was going at like the speed of light when they showed him. He was like, he's got it, you know, he can't give up. So he passed the test.
Yeah.
Everybody, they just instantly accept him as one of their own. They're like, damn, that's cool. You just reflected his magic with your sword. First of all, they were impressed with just the sword alone. They don't care about the magic. They're like, damn, that sword's huge.
Right. I feel like, back to the other, I feel any other guild would be like, would only evaluate his magic. They'd be like, oh, so what? You stopped it. You still can't use magic. But
exactly.
Everyone here's like, damn, dude, that was sick.
And he finally, Magna approaches him. He's like, very impressed. They give him his cloak. Vanessa gives him the headband. Now we got him finally in his full element here. He's got his outfit. He's ready to go.
Yeah, he's finally accepted. He's truly accepted. He fits in.
Member of the guild.
He has officially started his quest to become Wizard King.
And we get a small glimpse at Noelle. She is also at this guild. And she's kind of just off at the tower looking down on him. Calls Asta an insect.
Is that the same girl?
Yes, from the test.
Okay. That's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, so she is a noble. That's why she's looking down on him, calling him an insect.
Interesting. I feel like she doesn't belong.
Yeah, she doesn't.
I'm sure there's a reason.
You'll learn why. I'm sure it'll be in the next episode. But you have to remember, like, her brother basically said she couldn't join her cousin or brother or whatever it was. I don't remember. Again, was like, obviously he wasn't going to accept her.
Yeah, but I feel like someone else would, just because she's nobility. I don't know. I'm sure there's a reason, but I could already tell, because I was like, if that's the same girl, I feel like she wouldn't fit in. And I mean, she called Asta an insect, which is kind of just mean.
It is quite rude. I know that's kind of quickly going over the episode, but there wasn't like much content or anything to like analyze or get into or like.
Yeah, if you want to
predict,
if you want a too long didn't watch, it could literally be summed up: Asta gets accepted to the Black Bulls, and that's it.
That is true. That is true.
There wasn't really too much else.
So you know what? I want to have you make some predictions then, since
some predictions.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why was Noelle not accepted into the other guilds?
I feel
so
like
I want for your prediction.
I'm gonna go with it was like her brother or whatever. I think it's brother, cousin. I feel like he's just like no one accept her. Like I don't know. He doesn't like her. Maybe she's like half noble or something. Like maybe their father, like he's full noble, but then their father had a kid with a peasant and she's like half noble. Maybe it's something like that. I could see that. That's what I'll go with. She's like half noble, so that's why she's rejected by the white-haired guy.
And
maybe this is the only other like guild she could fit into.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of another prediction I can have you make from this episode, but there's nothing really happening in this episode.
Yeah.
So I think that just honestly does it for the episode. So I guess it's time to get into our scores and reviews. You want to kick it off?
Sure. I'm gonna go with a 6. I think it wasn't too bad, but like I still feel there's pacing issues. Because this episode, like I said, it can be summarized like he just gets accepted. That's it. But I mean, at least it didn't feel as slow, if that makes sense.
Yeah, they're right now they're stuck on a chapter per episode because this was the full all of chapter 4 was this.
Right. This episode didn't feel slow, but not much happened. So I guess I don't know. I wish they would have showed more, like maybe split it half and half. But it was like you could tell they just tossed in for like 10 seconds.
Yeah. The reason they're not doing half and half is just because that has to be all original content if they use
Yeah, which kind of sucks because I'd like to see them like, since they're rivals and they kind of emphasize that a lot and they're going towards the same goal, I wish they would like show each one's paths.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Asta is the main character, so you only get to see really when Asta sees
Yeah.
So,
but yeah, 6. That's what I give it.
I was gonna give it really a 5. It's just kind of average right now. I think they're still, like you said, pacing. They're stuck to trying to copy the pacing of the manga, which doesn't quite work. It's a different medium, as we've said before. I feel like there were some scenes that were extended too long. So I'm trying to like, some scenes kind of felt like forced humor, I guess. There's just not like you said, it can be summed up in one sentence, and that never feels good about an episode.
Right.
They
definitely have. I don't think it's gonna change, but like one chapter per episode is not good.
Yeah, but
or one episode per chapter.
It is picking up over the rest. Like it does feel like it's starting to move along.
Yeah, that's what's important. It feels like something's moving. Like episode 2, 3 kind of felt super slow. It's like nothing's going on, but this one at least feels. It's like, okay, he's got in. Now we can start. Like,
yes, it's. So I'm hoping next episode it just starts picking up really quickly, and just keeps going from there. But right now it's just kind of average. Nothing stands out. Nothing's like bad about it.
Yeah.
It's just going along.
It's just very, just whatever, stereotypical and stuff.
Oh, where is it? There was some music that was really catchy at one point. It kind of, when they were explaining from the country and stuff like that, it was kind of like that village type music going on.
I wonder if they're gonna take a narrative approach, kind of like, because at the beginning recap there was a narrative, but also in the middle of the episode, like when Asta was like having this test, they had like a narrate. I wonder if they're gonna do that more often, which would be interesting.
Yeah, it does. That's kind of one thing. Like narration is kind of a heavy thing to it. It's like they're telling a story,
right?
More than it is a story from the characters. So it is a nice touch, I think.
I liked it, but
yeah. So, but I think that does it for our scores and review. Like not much going on here, but I guess it's
spiel.
Yes, spiel time. So
spiel.
As always, sure to like, subscribe, share the video with everyone. When you comment, no spoilers. Keep it spoiler free for the anime viewers only. Again, let us know what you thought of the episode, what you didn't like about it. Maybe there was something we missed that you want to point out. Anything like that. It's been great interaction the last few episodes we've recorded. So, I guess until next time, peace out.
See ya.